Hello, everyone. I just want to touch on a few basics here. Um, right now, mostly all the kids should be out of school, and this is the time that we should be rallying around these kids. It's already happening now. How many kids are we going to lose before school is back in session? How many are not going to come back to school? How many are going to come back to school pregnant? Or come back not the way they left? It's time for us to concentrate on them. I mean, we should have been did that. But I've yet to see it. I know they have summer camps coming in. The good ones usually have to pay lots of money. I know my grandson is going to one, and for 2 months it's like $1,500. Now, I would never use that as an excuse, because you have to find a way. You have to make a way out of no way. If you have to save up all year long, money should start being saved for our kids when we know we are even pregnant. We should start putting money away, because we know money and kids come together. Okay? And if we want them to have a good start, we have to start saving for their future. Okay? Because they're going to be here longer than we are. And they need to be prepared. And it's up to us to do that. We can't depend on the kids' teachers, the kids' school. We cannot depend on society. We cannot depend on the government. We have to do it. Okay? We need rallies. We need people out there. We need to put the foot to the pavement. I know the internet has taken over. And you know how many people get lost that way? Because the internet is not going to give you all that good stuff that's on there, unless you're looking for it. And maybe not even then. But what I wrote, I'm going to just read this, what I wrote. I don't know when I wrote it. But it says the school system now is mostly a process where the children aren't learning what they need to continue learning and want to learn. Okay? The school teachers are mostly the ones benefiting from this relationship, student-teacher relationship. Kids now learn not to produce, but learn to be a hired in for profit. And then most of the time just enough to function in society and work until you drop. Some work 5 to 6 days a week, off 2 days. To do what? Clean, cook, maintain the bills, wash, clean the house. And a lot of people can't afford to take elaborate vacations. And why do we see stores and restaurants and bars full after 5 p.m.? Who's getting off at 5 p.m.? 9 to 5 people that's making the big bucks. And they have that extra money to go out to eat, go to restaurants, you know. And that's what they basically, the society runs off. People working and then going out to eat, stores, restaurants. The weekends, oh, they're crowded. School days is havoc. After it is and after it lets out. Traffic is crazy. Oh, that school traffic. Been doing that for years, and it's you just never get used to it. And what's crazy is work lets out at 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., and you have traffic jams. Every aspect of our life is under attack. What we eat, drink, think. We must be mindful of everything we take in our body causes it affects our very soul. Whether you know it or not, consciously, we don't even really see it, that we are being conditioned. We are being formed into something that, what is the end game? The soul is the connection to our spiritual power. And our spiritual power is being disconnected because of it. Our higher power from birth to death has to be realized. And we have to, tap into those secrets. And we also have to realize that a lot of people are killed because they want to keep those secrets. We are not taught how to learn, how to develop talents, or our cognitive capabilities, or ecological thinking. Skills that develop strategies to solve everyday problems. We are not taught how to solve problems. We are taught to make problems and let them solve it for you. And to be happy within. To be honest. We're not taught to be honest. Empathetic. Consciousness. Responsibility. Respect. How are you going to teach somebody respect when you have these leaders disrespecting themselves and others all the time? Now, if you have leaders that could do this, and they're supposed to be leading you, and they're supposed to be making laws for you to abide by, and they don't, where's the moral compass? Where are the healthy choices? This is a time we need it more than ever. That moral compass, where is it? With families being so dysfunctional, and we having so many young parents, and we have more drug problems, drug abuse, alcohol abuse going on. I mean, when I hear about kids abusing drugs and alcohol at the age of 9, like, what the hell? Where'd that come from? And we having kids and grown people too dealing with physical, mental abuse. Every time I hear about these serial killers, why did you? Oh, my mama beat me. Oh, my mama had me doing this and that. That's why I went around killing all the women I could. What? And then we're dealing with children that were born from these abused mothers. Kids born heroin addicts, crack addicts, marijuana addicts. These kids are being in homes that the mother's being abused. You know how many pregnant women are killed every year? Yeah. And the language. I'm looking at these videos. I'm like, you mean to tell me these mothers is really talking to their kids like that? And the kids are talking to their mothers like that? I'm like, what the world? It just boggles my mind. Because up until my mother and father passed away, I never cussed in front of them. I'm telling you, it wasn't just that I was scared as hell of them, but it was just that's the respect that we have for all elder people. The language is horrible, and it has been used in a manner to make these kids unworthy. That's how they talk. That's how they being taught to. And then you talk to a lot of these people, and like, what is you talking about? Every other word is a cuss word. What the hell is you talking about? They can't express themselves in a manner that can be used to have a civilized connection and conversation, solve problems. We have to stop the indoctrinating of self-interest leaders. And that's another thing that we need to work on, stopping that, and then stopping our children from becoming like that. Because, see, these kids are going to be over your kids. We have to stop the tyrants of the rich. And the only way we're going to do that is to teach these kids not to be like that and not to accept that. Education has to be able to instill assertiveness, individualism, and non-dogmatic. As communicated by Samuel F. Yeti in 1995 in the book, The Choice. Good book. Language was both a crucial psychological and tactile factor. At penalty of death, slaves were neither permitted to speak their language nor master the language of their captivities. Page 77. Okay. So, we have to really concentrate on these schools, okay? Because our kids are going to be going with these other kids that are being raised in a very dysfunctional home that's going to harm your kids and maybe harm you too. So enough of that pipeline, the school, the prison. We're going to get finished. We're going to stop that. We're going to put in more mental institutions that are geared to helping not just the person, but the whole family and the whole community. And we're gonna have to get rid of. We need to advocate and get rid of that No Child Left Behind law, because that has messed us up totally and completely. All right, thank you for listening, and we're gonna do this together. Have a good day.